Hi everyone, it's Helen here and thank you very much for joining me for today's tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you how to put together the brand new notebook cover die set. Now I'm going to leave all the links for everything that I'm using down below, but this is what this project makes. So it makes this beautiful traveler's notebook that you can pop your notebooks inside, and you have a choice here of how thick or how wide you want your album as well, depending on where you cut. So this one has two notebooks in here, and we also have some accessories. So today we're also going to be putting in the pockets as well, and I'll be going into further detail on those die sets as we work along the project. Now this one was made by Victoria. She's from the design team. She's done an absolutely stunning job of this one, and she's even added loads of pockets in here as well for her tags. And she's decorated her notebook as well. So travelers notebooks, if you're new to this, you can use these as anything you want. You can use it for art journaling, just plain journaling. If you just want to do your writing, you can mix this in with journaling and photographs, so a sort of like a mini scrapbook, mini album sort of theme, and even as a planner as well. So there's so many different things that you can do. Okay, so here is a planner, and there is a stamp set that will do all this for you, and also you can just do some memory journaling with your photographs. I have a space here that I can add either another photograph or some journaling, or both. Okay, so that is what you can use your travelers notebooks for. Okay, so let's dive straight in to the tutorial. Okay, so for the cutting guide you are going to need to die cut two of these. Let's move this aside. There we go, two of those. So I have everything cut already. Then I've got my mats here as well for both sides, and here is the measurement for those mats. I will pop that there. And then from the other die set, the notebook pocket and tuck point die set, I have die cut. That's gonna fall, and the other one's going to fall. There we go. So I have die cut a large pocket here with the mat, so that's this one here. We're also going to pop in these lines there to create some extra tuck points, and we've also got this tuck point pocket as well. So there we go, and that comes with the shaped mat as well. So I've done everything, so all I have to do is just pop this together. And then I have this pocket here actually comes with this die set, the notebook cover die set. So it's this pocket just there, and we have some extra accessories too. Right, let's jump straight in. So I've die cut everything already, and all we have to do is just fold on the score lines. So there is a double score line on this one. This just gives us that little bit of extra space there just to open and close our booklets. It's just that little bit of extra bending space. Okay, and if you want to make a shorter spine, you can trim off one of these and one of these from the other side, and when you overlap them you will get the journal with the two holes instead of the three. Okay, so again I'm using my bone folder. If you followed me for a while, you know I love my bone folder, especially for folding over those score lines. It really gives you some really nice sharp folds. Okay, so now what we can do is just glue those together just like that. So let's add some glue. Going to be using Cosmic Shimmer today, and if you do end up making this, do let me know how you got on with it, and also if you'd like to, you can join our Facebook group. That's Paper Crafting with Helen Griffin. The lovely bunch of people over there sharing all their lovely makes, and there's loads of mini album inspo as well. Okay, so we're going to just simply overlap these two, and the easiest way to line this up is just line up the holes like that, and then you know you have that in the right place. There we go. So this is really coming together now, so we just need to just press this down, maybe add some more glue if it does start to come apart there. Okay, so I do have a corner punch here, a corner rounder. So the die already does the corner rounders, the rounded corners on that, but for our mats I've just cut these at 8 1/4 by 4. So these are going to be my outer, these are going to be for my inner. So let's get these done. So this is also available on Craft Stash. And I think there's a choice of a 5mm corner or a 10mm corner. So all we have to do now is just glue that on the front there. Okay, so this is the last mat there that I'm popping on. If you want to make these slightly larger, just add an 1/8 of an inch or even a 1/4 of an inch to that. But I would mostly just go up by an 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so now we have our covers done. All we have to do now is sort out the holes there. So you can actually go in straight in and thread your elastic through, but if you want it to be a little bit longer lasting, I would definitely recommend having eyelets. So there's loads of different ways you can do eyelets. You can have a crocodile, you can have like a Amazon, just an ordinary one that you can get from Amazon, and eyelets, these take the standard eyelets here, so I will leave a link for everything that I have here. And these holes here are standard size, so 3/16 of an inch if you are imperial, and if you do metric it's 1/2 centimeter. Okay, so these ones are actually by Crocodile. I do have a little box here. These are also by Crocodile. They came with my tool and I bought it back in 2006. That's how long I've had this. Okay, so I'm just going to go for, I really like the brass ones, but I've used those brass on quite a few of them already. So I'm going to go for these pink ones here. And again, check out the Craft Stash website. They have loads of different colour sets here. So I went for the blues and the bronzes for this one, but they do have other colour sets too. Okay, and if you are using the Crocodile, I'll give you the settings for this, because these do switcheroo. These do switch around, but yeah, switcheroo. Okay, so the base is on setting number 1, and the top section here, this is on setting, it's really hard for me to see, setting A. So 1A is the setting for those eyelets. So let's pop them on. And again, it will tell you the base and which way to go. So it says top and the base on there, and then you just squeeze those down just like that. Okay, now I'm going to quickly show you with the other tool as well. Again, this one is much better quality than this little man here. This is basically cheap and cheerful, but it does the job. There we go. So I'm going to be sticking with my Crocodile for the rest of the holes. Okay, so that's all of my eyelets in. Just double check the other side. So now we are ready to do the elastic. Okay, so here is how you pop the elastic in your eyelets for a traveller's notebook, and this will work for any traveller's notebook that you have, and also for my dies as well. So here I have some 1mm thick elastic. I have tried it and have 2mm, but I found that to be quite thick, especially when we go in and out of these holes. So this one I have in black, and this one I have in gold. I do love that one, and I've got my eye out for something in silver as well, but we're going to be, it might be easier for you to see what I'm doing with the gold one. Actually, maybe not. I'm just looking at my screen. the black one seems to be more sensible. Okay, so we're going to go in through this bottom hole from the back, feed that through, and then we're going to go down the top hole here on the same row. Okay, so now we're going to go up through the center hole, pull that through, down through the bottom center hole. Okay, and then we're going to go sideways now up this hole. There we go. And then just need to get some more slack going. There we go. And we're going to go down that hole and then across up through the center again. There we go. Grab your scissors. I'm going to trim this now, round about that much. Then I'm going to take this one and go through the center hole, so we're going to go back up, and then we now have, after we've tied this, 4 elastics. So you can potentially have 4 notebooks in this cover. And again, this is great because you can switch out your notebooks once they're full, or leave them as they are, or you know, switch things around. So there's a lot of opportunity there for that sort of thing. Okay, so I've tied that in a knot. I'm just going to show you the other side now. You should have your straight elastics going across there and straight across there. So all I have to do now is just trim that off, and that is how you do the elastic. Okay, so now we're going to carry on with the pockets, and then we are going to put our little notebooks in. So let's move over now to, I've just moved the die sets over, making a mess. Moving over now to the notebook pocket and tuck point die set. Love this one. This will fit in this album here, and also, not album, traveller's notebook, and also the note back wrap cover die set. And here is the die set just there. Okay, so I've got all my bits and bobs already cut out, so let's start off with this one here, because this one here can only go on like the left hand side unless you do 2 upside down like that. So you can have them any orientation that you want to, as long as things aren't going to fall out the bottom. You can lay them up and just have fun. So again, all of the score lines are done for you. So these are the tabs we're going to add glue to. We're going to be adding it to this section here at the bottom there, and if you do kind of get anything coming over the rounded edge there, you can just trim that off with scissors or just put it up a little bit higher. Okay, and I also have, I'm going to pop these on before I glue this to the cover. I have here, using the same papers, I have these lovely peony roses. I'm just going to pop those there, and those are going to go like that. So this is beautiful. I love the shape of this. It's really interesting, and it really makes you want to kind of explore the inside of the traveller's notebook. And it's basically a tuck point pocket, so there's no kind of stopper on here or here. They all go straight down to the bottom, so it's perfect for all of your different lengths of ticket stubs or photographs and all that sort of thing. So there's so many different things. You can even pop feathers in here if you've been on walks and you've collected a feather or something like that. Bookmarks. Let me know down in the comments what you would tuck in here, especially if it's memorabilia wise, places you've been visiting. Okay, so that is our pocket ready to go in now. How easy was that? And again, you can use these in your mini albums. This will work perfectly in my mini album die, so the large and the medium, and it's a little bit too big for the small one, but it will definitely go in the large and the medium. So I'm just going to add glue now to the tabs. Do the last one. going to stick that down. So I'm not going over the score line here because I want this to fold nice and neatly. And again, get your bone folder in. Now I do have a little bit of an overhang just there, but you can't see it. Okay, you can't see it from the other side, so I'm okay with that. Okay. Now I've got a little pencil case here with some photographs in. So, yeah, we went hill walking at Roseberry Topping, where my mother grew up, so this was her playground with her brothers, so it's always lovely to go back to visit. So again, you can just pop your little photos in here, and if you have any larger ones, this one's too small to go in there, but if you have any larger ones like a 6x4, a 6x4 would fit in here very easily. So again, just pop all your photos in. There we go. And then this was our cooked breakfast that we had before the climb. So I'm going to pop those aside. Right, we're going to be moving on now to this side. So this is the other pocket from the same pocket and tuck die set. And this one comes with a shaped mat as well, and they both have stitching detail, and that will really be highlighted if you add a little bit of inking as well. That will show that up. So let's get the mat down. And again, don't all of these papers work really well together when you layer them? You start layering them up. Again, this is going to be perfect even if you make a Christmas version of this. Christmas planners, so many different ideas. I'll pop that down. Okay, let's grab the notebooks. Okay, so these are also from Craft Stash. These are standard sized notebooks, Traveller's Journal notebooks. But I will give you some measurements as well. These are available in bundles as well with these Traveller's Notebook covers. So if you wanted to build up your own bundle, you can go for the basic bundle like this and then just put your add-ons on. Okay, so these measure 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. Again, they're standard sizes, so they're super easy to find. And we're just going to slide these on. So usually they kind of come with a selection of insides that are a little bit different. So this one's lined, this one is squared. You can use these for bullet journaling. If you don't know what bullet journaling is, there is so much on YouTube. You will be literally falling down a rabbit hole when you look that up. And then this one here is plain. So a lot of these lines and grids are designed to help you fill out and complete your notebooks. Okay, and that is the basic notebook done. Now all I have to do now is just decorate, carry on having fun with this, and do my front cover. And if you want to pop elastic in there as well, let's do that. Actually, I should really show you how to do that. I'm going to take out the center one just to make it a little bit easier. And I'm going to grab my poke tool. I have provided you with a die that you can use, this little circle die here. You can use that, but definitely put that in before you glue them together, otherwise it won't go through your machine. And I'm going to use my poke tool here because I absolutely just think this is so much easier than having a larger hole in the center. This is the easiest thing to do. Just grab a poke tool and punch a little hole and then make it slightly bigger, just like that, little circles. There we go. And then grab your elastic. I'm going to size this up now. And we're just going to trim that. I'm going to show you my excess in a moment. So it's basically like that. And I want to tie my knot round about here, where my finger is here. So we're going to double that over And then we're going to feed both these ends through the hole. You can do one at a time or both together if you made your hole big enough. Thread that through. There we go, grab those. Okay, don't pull it all the way through, okay? That's still there, don't pull it all the way through. And then we're just going to tie a knot. I'm not going to tighten it, I'm just a simple little knot with them doubled over like that. Okay, I've not pulled that tight yet because I want to test it. That looks like it's in a really good place. That goes over like that, so I'm super happy with that. And then just pull that through again. I'm going to tighten this up now. There we go. And you can trim off the excess as well. Let's pop our notebook back on. Pull this through. There we go. And that will mostly be hidden now. There we go. So that is how to make a really simple and easy traveller's notebook. How quick and easy was that? And I would definitely recommend trying it with my fabric paper as well. Okay, so here is the fabric paper. It's like a paper leather. It's not real leather. You can wash it. So this one has been washed and dried and distressed, or you can have it just flat as it comes out of the packet, and you can die cut with it, you can sew with it, you can ink it, you can stitch it, ink it. I'm repeating myself now, there's so much that you can do with this, and it makes a really, really sturdy, durable cover as well. Okay, so that is how you put this notebook together. Don't forget to check out my other tutorials on how we put together the other size, and again also some live videos coming up on me decorating and showing you a few layouts and ideas on what you can do inside your notebooks too. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again next time.